We are joined for the final hour on Josh Widdicombe Show by friend of the show, James Acaster.
Friend of the nation.
Friend of the nation. Don't push it, mate. We're going to now expose how the work of a comedian's done, because you've got a story about your gig last night that you wanted to tell me.
Yeah, I was going to tell you, and then as with anything on a Saturday now, you go tell me on the air. I'm not allowed to speak to you off mic.
It's going to be very awkward when you have to come out to me.
Yeah. When and not if, Josh. Well, last night I had a gig in Aylesbury. If there's anyone listening who was at that Aylesbury gig, I hope you were. Yeah. It depends which half of the audience they were in. Half of them seemed to like me. The other half, livid. really angry at the kind of comedy I was trying to do last night. And I'll say trying, I was really working hard.
Yeah.
But the thing that made the gig unusual was that my grandad lives around the corner from Aylesbury.
Yeah,
in his mid-80s, with a walking stick. I can't really hear very well.
Yeah.
Got him on the front row because he can't.
You got him on the. Oh, you pulled some strings.
Yeah. Pulled some. I know some people. I said, Grandad, I will get you on the front, and you will hear every word. He didn't hear anything. He wasn't aware that I was doing as badly as I was. But at the end of the gig,
Small mercies.
At the end of the gig, obviously, I was like, right, thank you very much. Everyone claps, which is polite of him. And as I was leaving, he went to, my granddad goes to shake my hand while I'm still on stage. And so I shook his hand, but then he just grabs it really tightly, pulls me in to whisper in my ear. So this isn't a handshake, it's him wanting a word of me.
Right.
And he's saying in my ear, you're going to come back and find me, right, in the interval? Come back and collect me from it. But at the minute, I'm still on stage. And everyone just, all they can see is that...
It's very rare that happens to Bono.
Yeah, his granddad starts... Also, they don't know he's my granddad. So
obviously.
As far as the audience are concerned, old man has just grabbed me and is starting to give me advice.
Can they... Tell you where you went wrong, mate.
Yeah, that was awful. But then, obviously, I then had to go and get him in the interval.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there and...
Could they hear him say, are you going to come and get me?
No. So they just knew that he was...
Because if they'd heard that, it would have sounded like he was a really big fan.
Yeah. That's
really
his target audience. No wonder no one else liked it. But I went back, and obviously, if I've normally had a gig that was a bit iffy, I'd leave pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But as it is, my granddad has a walking stick now. He walks very slowly, so I had to leave the gig at a snail's pace, sauntering through the audience, really slow, ambling through them, while they all looked at me, and then obviously you saw on their faces they're going, oh no, he's not only did he have that gig, he's got his granddad with him. And it was awful. And but just when we're right in the thick of it, right in the crowd, he did the worst fart I think I've ever heard or experienced in my life.
I'm not normally up for farting humour, but that is exactly
it was like he'd done it on my behalf just to get him back.
And he was the only one that couldn't hear it.
Yeah, he was there looking at me going, silent but deadly. No, it wasn't.
Well, James, thank you. You've made me feel better about myself, if anything.
Oh, good.
I hope your granddad might be listening. He doesn't know.
No,